welcome back to the channel. This is going to be a very quick video and it's going to be faceless. Let's look at the Global Korean Government Scholarship application form again, because you guys know I want to really help you guys get this scholarship, which is why I'm making sure I come online to come and explain one or two things. It is my wish that I was able to get a scholarship, an opportunity to study in South Korea, and I also want you guys to have that opportunity as well. So we are going to look at the Cgpa section of the Global Korean Government Scholarship. I need to make sure I share this on Facebook and on other platforms. Why is it that I cannot see myself live here? Please do well to share it in the different platforms that you find yourself on. Unfortunately, I can't find myself live on Facebook, and I also want to make sure the volume is audible, because last time people were like complaining that they could not hear me. Hello? Hello? Last time people were like complaining that they could not hear me. Okay, so it's going to be about the Cgpa, grade point average. That's what we are going to discuss. That's what we are going to talk about. Where is the application form? I thought I had this thing open here. They could not hear me. Okay, so it's going to be about the Cgpa, grade point average. That's what we're going to discuss. That's what we're going to. I already had this open. Why does it? Okay, this is it. This is the section. This is where I want us to focus on this video today, the cumulative grade point. As you can see here, they say Cgpa indicated on your original transcript. Highlight the Cgpa on your transcript. Like I said, this is not me saying, it is what the application guideline says. You have to respect the guidelines. Every scholarship is about respecting the rules of the scholarship. You must respect the rules of the scholarship. If you want to succeed in this scholarship, make sure you respect the rules of the scholarship. Here, if it happens that you don't have your Cgpa per semesters, you need to at least input your graduation Cgpa. You have to input your graduation Cgpa. So let's say you fall within the scales that are here, 4.0 right up to on a scale of 100. If you fall in the range of 100, if your school is using the 100 scale, let's say you have maybe on a scale of 100, let's say you have maybe 93 or maybe 83 or maybe, I don't know, 82. Write it there, but no, it's supposed to be in black and white, so you have to change the color to black and white. And then you have to forget this area. They want you to indicate it as it is in your original transcript. But here in this section, if it happens that your school does not use any of this scaling or grading system, you must get a supplementary document, and it says here must be confirmed by your university. So once they've confirmed it, either once you've converted it, you can convert it online, be it on Scholaria or something on the websites that they do convert grades into Cgpa. If you decide to use 4.0, you must come and write your GPA as it has been converted here. So for example, let's say you decided to go with 4.0, then you come and write 4.0 there. Let me cut this one. maybe you have 2.87, you would write it like that, but make sure it is within the range. You have to remove this EG and then make it black and white. It's important that you make sure you make it black and white. Make sure you change it to black and white. And then the next thing is you have to go to the application guideline and look for the range that 2.87 falls, and then come and write it here. I'll back this explanation by showing you this document. There is the application guideline. The application guideline has talked about providing a supplementary document in two different pages. So if you go to page 11 here, page 11, I hope I have my pen. It says the cumulative grade point average of the entire curriculum from the previous degree program must meet one of the conditions below. They say, for example, previous degree for a doctoral degree program applicant is a master's degree program. So if you're applying for a PhD, know that you must have obtained a master's degree program, or you are about to graduate with a master's degree program. And these are the different grading systems that GKS accepts. They accept the 100 point scale, and you must have from 80% right up to 100 to be eligible for the scholarship. But if your school is not using this system, you must make sure you go and apply this other option. If your school is using Cgpa, maybe they are using a Cgpa of 4.0, then you should have at least 2.64. If they are using a GPA of 4.3, that's the overall GPA 4.3, then make sure you have at least 2.80, that's the minimum. If they are on a grading scale of 4.5, the minimum grading point average that they would accept for you to be eligible for the scholarship is 2.91. And then if they are on a scale of 5.0, you should have at least 3.23. So take note of these two areas. You must provide something that falls within one of these ranges. Then look down here. Applicants must submit an academic transcript with Cgpa or ranking information. So if it happens that within all of these options you don't find yourself here, you don't have maybe a grade point scale of at least 80, maybe you have 70 or maybe 100, you must provide an extra document that shows that you were among the top 20% in your class for you to be eligible for this scholarship. It's important that you take note of that. You must provide an extra document that shows that you were among the top. They say if a transcript does not provide Cgpa in any one of the accepted scales, this is important. If your transcript does not provide a Cgpa in any one of the accepted scales, these are the accepted scales: 100 point scale, 4.0 scale, 4.3 scale, 4.5 scale, and 5.0 scale, then the applicant must submit a transcript. This is it, they've repeated it here, converted into one of the above GPA scale as supplementary document. I'm saying so because I've received this message on Instagram, on Facebook, even on comments on my YouTube channel. Somebody is asking that their school is using but like a 2-digit 10-point scale. You must get an extra document from your school unless you want to waste your time and your money. Applicants who are expected to graduate must submit their grades for all completed semester at the time of application. So let's say you are doing your bachelor's degree right now, and you are, maybe the bachelor's degree is a 3 years program or a 4-year program. That means you might be in your 6th semester. Let's say you have 2 semesters per year, then you must provide the last 5 semesters. That is, if your degree program is a 3 years bachelor's degree. If your degree program is a 4 years bachelor's degree, you must provide the last 7 semesters. That's in case your school is using 2 semesters per year. But if your school is using 3 semesters per year, then you have to multiply 3 semesters per year. For 3 years of studies, it's going to be 9 semesters for you to graduate. That means you would have to provide at least 8 semesters Cgpa for them to work with that. But later on, you would have to provide the entire graduation certificate and transcript by the 31st of July. It's very important. You have to provide an extra document. If you go again to page, I think 31, they've repeated this table. This is it here. This is the highest score going down. You must fall within this range for you to be eligible. So let's say you have this Cgpa. This is where you fall. Then this is on a scale of 100. This is what you would have to go and write in this area of this form. You go and write that information here. Let's say, for example, you fall within, maybe you have 3.32 on a scale of 4, then you would have to write 88 on 100. It's very important that you take note of that. You would have to come here and write 88. And then in this area, you would have to write your overall Cgpa. Let's say, for example, maybe you have 3.32 on a scale of 4. Then you would come here and write 4.0. You must write it here as you see me writing. You must follow the rules, unless you want to just waste your time with the scholarship. I hope you don't waste your time. But if you don't fall within any of this grading system, you must write, let's say, for example, that student has maybe their overall GPA is on a scale of 10. Maybe the person has 8 on 10. You have to convert it into one of this grading scale on Scholaria online, and then ask your school to put a stamp on it to confirm that yes, they agree with your conversion. And then you put the conversion total score here. So if you use 4.5, you write the first your graduation Cgpa here, and then come and write 4.5 here. If you decide to convert it with 4.0, then you would come and write the information here. You must also make sure you fill this section. And then also, for those who do not have semester GPA, if you don't have your GPA per semester, you can skip this table. You don't need to fill out this table, so don't worry about that. I've already explained it in the video that I made yesterday on how to fill out the GKS application form. If you've not yet watched that video, please go and watch the video. It's a long video. I also have another video that I talked about the application guideline. It's a very long video. It was more than 2 hours, but I think it was worth it. Please take your time to read the application guideline, watch videos online, and then try to educate yourself as much as possible. For GKS, I always say to students, you don't have to worry about your GPA. As long as you have the required GPA, focus on your essays. Focus on your essays. I've always said it. There are students who are down here, but they've succeeded in getting the scholarship because they focused on their essay. They made sure they showed to the admission committee that they had a great ambition to really obtain the scholarships, and they were able to get the scholarship just by focusing on their essays. Once you have the required grading score that GKS has said they would accept, focus on other things to improve on your application. And also, I've always been saying it, if you've been following me for quite a while, GKS cannot be prepared in 1 month. You start preparing GKS at least 3, 4, 5, 6 months ahead, so that you would have time to review your essays. That being said, I'm going to end the video here. Tomorrow I'll probably come online again and we'll talk about study plan and other things. That being said, if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, please make sure you do subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.